Good morning, my dear students. Let us discuss about Business Law, Unit 2, Class 7. Today's contents of our class is Discharge of Contract. Coming to discharge of contract implies termination of contractual obligations. Here, discharge of contract means implies termination of contractual obligation. Here, there is a party, there is a contract. In that contract, two parties are there, party A and party B. When party A completed their duties and when party B completed their duties, here all duties from both parties are completed. Here now it is execution is completed. Now is time for discharge of contract. When their duties are completed, then contractual obligations also completed, then immediately that contract tends to discharge, means execution of the contract. And this is because when the parties originally entered into contract, the rights and duties in terms of contractual obligations were set up. Here, when we entered into a contract, immediately there will be some rights and duties in terms which is applicable to both parties of the contract. The immediate duty of the party A and party B is to follow the rules and regulations according to the Indian Contract Act 1857, and they want to follow the rights and they want to perform their duties, and consequently when those rights and duties are put out, then the contract is said to have been discharged after completion of their duties from both sides of the contract, party A and party B. Immediately that contract goes to discharge position. Once a contract stands discharged, parties are to it are no more liable even though obligations under contract remain incomplete. If any contract is coming to the discharge position, even though obligations are going in the pending also, it is not at all applicable to the contract again because it is already discharged in the position. A contract is deemed to be discharged, that is, concluded and no longer binding in the following circumstances. Here, a contract is deemed to be discharged, that is, concluded and no longer binding in following circumstances. Here, discharge by performance. Here, contract will discharge by its performance, and discharge of a contract by substituted agreement, and discharge by lapse of time, and discharge by object operation of law. And here discharge by operation of law, discharge by impossibility of performance, discharge by accord and satisfaction. Discharge by breach. We shall examine each of them as follows. Here coming to discharge by the performance. Here there is a contract where both the parties have either carried out or tendered to carry out their obligations under the contract is referred to as discharge of contract by performance. Here one contract is there, two parties are presented in that contract and carried out the tender. Here both parties are carried out the tenders, means attempted to carry out their obligations under Indian Contract Act, is referred to as discharge of contract by their performance. Here there is a contract when both parties are tendered, means attempted their performance and their obligation, immediately that contract goes to in position of discharge by the performance. And because of performance by one party constitutes the occurrence of other and constitutive conditions, the other party duties to perform is also triggered, and the person who has performed has right to receive the other party's performance. Here there is a contract and the contract is having the two parties, party A and party B. Here party A completed their duty. Now the triggered means the actions go to the party B. Now party A is completed its duty. Now the term goes to the party B. Now party B want to perform their duty. After completing duties of party A and party B, immediately that contrast go to discharging in position. Discharge by the substituted agreement. Here discharge by substituted agreement arises when a contract is abandoned. Here when a contract is abandoned. What is the meaning of abandoned means lefted. Here when the contract is lefted or the terms within it are elected, both the parties are in conformity over it. Coming to example of discharge by the substituted agreement is A and B enter into some agreement. Here A and B are entered into some agreement and A wants to change his mind and not carry out his terms of the contract. If he does this unilaterally, then he will be in breach of contract to B. Here there is a contract between A and B, and suddenly A want to change his mind and not carry out his terms to the contract. If he done this unilaterally, then he will be in breach of contract to the B. And however, if he approaches B and states that he would like to be released, however, if he approaches B and states that he would like to be released from his liabilities under the contract, then the latter might agree. In this case, the contract is said to be discharged by bilateral agreement. In this case, contract is discharged by bilateral agreement. Coming to the example of bilateral agreement is, in effect, B has promised not to sue A if he does not perform his part of contracts, and the consideration for his promise is A's promise not to sue B, and discharge by the agreement may arise is the following ways. Here substituted agreement is, previously one agreement is there, instead of that agreement they are doing another agreement, that is called substitution of agreement. So same parties are also participating in another contract, that is called substituted agreement. Novation. The term novation implies the substitution of a new contract for the original one. This arrangement may be either with the same parties or with the different parties. For a novation to be valid, effective, the consent of all parties, including the new one, if any essential is. Moreover, the subsequent or second agreement must be one capable of enforcement. In the law, the consideration for which is the exchange of promises not to enforce the original contract. Here novation means there is a contract existed between two parties, party A and party B, and they are decided to do another new contract. Instead of doing new contract, they have decided that they want to discharge the old contract, and here they want to do another new contract, so they decided to cancel the old contract. Here when the new contract is replaced, immediately they are cancelling the old contract, but there is no change of parties. Both parties are also participating in another new contract instead of new contract. Because of new contract agreement between both parties, they are cancelling the old contract, but parties are same. That type of discharge of contract is called as novation. And coming to rescission, this refers to cancellation of all some of the materials of the contract if the contracting parties mutually decided to do the respective contractual obligation of the parties and stand terminated. Rescission. Rescission means temporary economical crisis. It is a recession is a temporarily economical crisis problem. Because of economical crisis, the party A or party B which are presented who are presented in the contract will be losses. Due to their losses, they decided to discharge the contract. So that is called as rescission of discharge of contract. Alteration. This refers to change in one or more of the terms of a contract with the consent of all contracting parties. Alteration is nothing but changes. Here, there is a case. There is a contract between two parties, party A and party B. They have entered into the contract. After entering into the contract, they have doing changes, one or more changes, terms of contract with consent of all contracting parties. Here, alteration results in a new contract, but parties to it remain the same. Here, the assumption is that both parties are to gain a fresh but different benefit from new agreement. Here, a alteration means always there is some modifications and some changes which is accepted by the both the parties. They are having the refreshment and they are gaining fresh but different benefits from new agreement. That is called, because of new updations and new changes in the contract, they have decided to cancel the old contract. That is called alteration of discharge of contract. And coming to the remission, this remission means acceptance, promise of lesser sum that what was contracted for a lesser fulfillment of promise made. As per section 63, every promise may remit or dispense with it wholly or in part, extended time of performance, accepted any other satisfaction instead of performance. Here there is a contract, both parties are there, A and B, but one party duty is not performing in a good manner. They are doing the partially duty only. Because of such reason, they have decided to go to discharge of contract. And coming to the waiver, here the term waiver implies abandonment. Abandonment means lefting the or relinquishment of a right. Relinquishment means transferring the rights to other person. Here the term waiver implies abandonment means lefting, relinquishment of the rights, lefting the rights and transferring rights to opposite party who are present in the contract. Where a party deliberately lefts its rights under the contract, the other party is released of its obligation otherwise binding upon it. That is called discharge of contract of waiver rule. Discharge by lapse of time. A contract stands discharged if not enforced within a specific period called period of limitation. Here the contract is discharged because of lapse of time, means time is over. A contract stands discharged if not enforced within a specified period called the period of limitation. The Limitation Act according to 1963 prescribes the period of limitations for various contracts. Here period of limitation for various contracts are ruled or framed in the Limitation Act 1963. And coming to, for instance, period of limitation for existing the right to recover an immovable property is having the duration of 12 years. Here period of limitation for exercising right to recover an immovable property is 12 years and right to recover a debt is 3 years. The time duration for recovering immovable property is 12 years and right to recover for debt is 3 years. And contractual rights becomes the time buried after the expiry of this limitation period. Contractual rights become the time buried after the expiry of limitation period, and accordingly if a debt is not recovered within 3 years of its payment becoming due, the debt ceases to be a payable and is discharged by the lapse of time. Here, discharges of contract by impossibility. Here, some impossibility is there. Due to this reason, the contract is going to discharge. What are the reasons? There are two different types of impossibilities. Impossibilities existing at time of agreement. Here, time factor is not favorable to the contract, so it is going to discharging in position. Coming to the second category, impossibility arising subsequent to formation of contract, that is destruction of subject matter of contract. Here, destruction of subject matter of the contract means main concept of the contract is missed, and non-existence of particular state of things what they have promised, it is not existence, and death or incapacity for a personal service, and change of law or stepping in of a person with a statutory authority on outbreak of war. These are the conditions. Because of that reason only, discharge of contract is happening by impossible position. And discharge of operation of law. Here we are having the 5 different reasons for discharging operation of law. There is a contract. In that contract, one of the party occurs death. Due to that reason, the operation of law is discharged. And another case, two parties are presented in contract, party A and party B. They have doing the one contract and they have decided to do another contract. Due to that reason, they are merging the first contract into the second contract. So, when the merging decision is taken by both parties of the contract, immediately the first contract is going to discharge operation of law. And coming to third condition, by insolvency. Here, economical position of the party A or party B in the contract is not good. Due to economical position bad, the contract is in a insolvency position. So that reason the contract is going to discharge of operation of law. And by authorities and alternations of the terms or written agreement. Here everything what to written in the properly agreement. When proper written agreement is not there or properly is not written in the agreement, that type of contract is goes to discharge because of rights and liabilities being vested in the same person. Here there is a contract. In that contract both parties are there, party A and party B. There is a contract. In that contract two parties are there, party A and party B. But here the main complaint is power and authority and property, rights and liabilities total are having the grip onto one party of the contract. Here total rights and liabilities and power and authority, property are having domination by one party of the contract. Due to that reason, this contract is going to discharge of operation of law. Statute of limitation. A contract stands discharged if not enforced within a specified period called a period of limitation. Here period limitation is there for a contract. The Limitation Act 1963 prescribed the period of limitation for various contracts. For instance, limitation period for existing right to recover an immovable property 12 years and right to recover a debt is 3 years, and contractual rights become time barred after the expiry of this limitation period. Here the immovable property is having the 12 years time period, and right to recover a debt is 3 years. This is very important highlight point in the statutes of limitation. Contractual rights become time barred after the expiry of this limitation period. Accordingly, if a debit is not recovered within 3 years of its payment becoming due, the debt ceases to payable and is discharged by lapse of time. And coming to the insolvency condition, a discharge in bankruptcy will orderly bar enforce of most of a debitor's contract. This is about the discharge of contract. Thank you, my dear students. Please subscribe my YouTube channel.